Lena Waithe believes education and dialogue is a vital part of the, who also stars on Master of None with Aziz Ansari, opened up in an interview on KPCC's about the recent, with whom she shares an Emmy for outstanding writing for a comedy series, and why there needs to be a re-education of what consent means. Here's the truth, in every situation, it's not always black and white, the 33-year-old actress and filmmaker explained. And I know that's simple for people, and it's easy for people to ask, whose side are you on? There are no sides, really, in some of these scenarios. I'm not on Harvey Weinstein's side, I'm not on Kevin Spacey's side. But I think you have to take each situation individually. You can't just say, well, I'm on this person's team, or I'm on that person's team. It doesn't work that way, and I think if we're unwilling to have a dialogue, we're gonna continue to keep hitting our heads against the wall, she added. We have to start re-educating ourselves about what consent is, what's appropriate behavior at the workplace. We have to create codes of conduct. Those are things that we need, 'cause also I think there's an element of, how do you know if you're breaking a rule if you aren't aware of the rules, or how do you know what appropriate behavior is if no one's ever communicated to you what appropriate behavior is? Waithe posited. Even though some people may assume, well, of course we all know what appropriate behavior is, but some people may not know. Education over just apologizing and moving on, Waithe feels, is key. It's about really educating ourselves and not stepping in it and just saying, oh, I'm sorry, my bad, and sort of keep going. But it's about really sitting with yourself and educating yourself in terms of what consent is, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like. And all of us starting to really act accordingly based on this new information that I think we have now, she explained. We all gotta start talking to each other, start educating each other. Yet the allegation against Ansari was, where a 23-year-old photographer, who chose to remain anonymous, claimed that she and the 34-year-old actor went on a date in New York City in 2017, after which, she claimed they went to his apartment where they engaged in UAL activity, which she says left her feeling violated. In September of last year, I met a woman at a party. We exchanged numbers. We texted back and forth and eventually went on a date. We went out to dinner, and afterwards, we ended up engaging in UAL activity, which by all indications was completely consensual, Ansari said in a statement after the story came out the next day. I got a text from her saying that although it may have seemed okay, upon further reflection, she felt uncomfortable, he continued. It was true that everything did seem okay to me, so when I heard that it was not the case for her, I was surprised and concerned. I took her words to heart and responded privately after taking the time to process what she had said. I continue to support the movement that is happening in our culture. It is necessary and long overdue, he concluded, seemingly referencing the As Well As, which he supported at the Golden Globes, wearing both all black and the pin. Related content.